Most Amazon sellers scale too fast and burn out. I've scaled past 30 brands, over 1,000 orders every day, and I'm not drowning. And the only reason why is because I have systems. This isn't theory. I'm gonna walk you guys through exactly how I'm running my business today. If you wanna scale from flipping random products to scaling directly with brands, then pay attention. You'll see our warehouse ops, how we're using virtual assistants, what tools we're using, and how we're just running this whole shit. So in this video, I'm gonna break this down into 4 of the separate sections. These are the 4 of the things that go into how I'm managing all these different brands. Section 1, warehouse ops. If you're selling on Amazon and partnering with brands and doing wholesale, buying all this product, you're gonna need to ship it somewhere. We have a warehouse. We actually have multiple, but it didn't always start like this. We started this operation out of our garage. So we would prep the products ourselves, ship everything to our house, and do all the fulfillment from there. You can do this and still make good money on Amazon, but once you're trying to scale and you're working with 10, 20, 30 brands, eventually you're gonna want a warehouse space. Now, a lot of Amazon sellers don't have a warehouse, and they're still okay. You can still operate, you can still do 7 figures a year, you can still land brands without it. Reason why is because you use a prep center. So this is something that we built out ourselves. We offer this service to other sellers, and you can pay a prep center about $1 per unit, and they will prep and fulfill all the units for you. This is huge because if you're trying to scale, you can't get bogged down doing all the fulfillment. Section 2, the tech stack. When you're running an Amazon operation at the scale we're running, eventually you're going to want to automate. That's when you're gonna use tools and softwares. Monday.com, SellerSnap, SellerBoard, and SellerCloud. Monday.com is something we are using to manage our team in here with our virtual assistants online. So whenever we're doing FBA shipments, it's all through Monday.com. When there's project management, it's through Monday.com. We're able to build a hub for our company and know that we're gonna be able to communicate with warehouse workers, communicate with our remote employees, and for us, we just navigate it all through Monday. Seller Board is a tool that we use to track our profits. So as we start selling these brands, you wanna make sure you're profitable. A lot of Amazon sellers have no tool stack and they don't really even know if they're making money. Seller Board is clutch. You're gonna put in your costs and it's gonna pull your every single fee from Amazon, including your advertising costs. So a big question we get is, how are you guys knowing how much to spend on these brands for advertising? Well, we normally aim for 15 to 20% net margin. So if we're selling a brand and it starts going under a 15% margin, I can see that through Seller Board, and I tell the team to stop running ads. So with Seller Board, we're constantly tracking, making sure we're profitable. SellerSnap is the best repricing tool out there. So it is an AI repricer, and all it does for us is we tell SellerSnap, okay, for this product, this is the minimum price we want to sell at, this is the maximum price we want to sell at. When we got started, we had about 100 active ASINs, and I was manually repricing every single one. How much of a waste of time is that? So I'd see, oh, they got the buy box, I gotta lower a penny. Still no sales, I'd go back an hour, lower a penny. You can have AI help you do all this. It's algorithmic, it's based on winning the buy box. That means all you have to do is find the products, get them set in SellerSnap, and it will do the rest for you. The last tool we use to help manage all this is called SellerCloud. SellerCloud is an inventory management system. We're able to put all of our SKUs in the system. We're able to order from our vendors. We receive the purchase orders in the system, and we turn around and we're able to see with the FBA predictive restocking tool what needs to go into Amazon. So once you start doing good numbers, you're gonna want some sort of inventory management system helping you track it all. Section 3, the VA structure. With an Amazon business, you have so many different tasks that you need to do. And to be honest, there's too many for you to handle by yourself. So once you start using AI and software, you're also still gonna want help growing your business with virtual assistants. We use people from Pakistan, Philippines, and they are awesome. So with virtual assistants, our pay can go a long way and we get quality work for a great price. Our virtual assistants run everything from finding suppliers, repurchasing the products, managing, growing the products, running our advertisements. The virtual assistants honestly do 90% of the work for us. It leaves it so that you are the only one who has to deal with supplier management. A virtual assistant is great for a lot of things. It's not gonna be great for picking up the phone and landing that brand. So make sure you only delegate the things that a virtual assistant actually can handle. My virtual assistants help us build out our system through a number of ways. One of them is called SOPs. So SOPs stands for Standard Operating Procedures. That That means if I get hit by a bus tomorrow, this whole thing can keep operating because people know what to do. Now, I started out and I would be like, how do I do SOPs? This is so confusing. All these things, I need to make it more detailed, blah, blah, blah. After a while, I realized my VAs can do that for me. So I give them the task, they know what to do, and then they go and build the system and the structure. They do that through ClickUp and through Loom. So with Loom, you can record videos, we store it all, and then we have a step-by-step of how that task is done. So section 4, the last piece of this all, is the rhythm. So what is the rhythm? It's just how you are operating. How often are you doing specific tasks? For example, once a week, every Monday, we have a team meeting and it lasts probably 3 hours. But in that Monday meeting, we're able to bust out so many things that have to do with just our Amazon operation. These weekly meetings make it so we have a cadence and the team just knows every single Monday we're gonna meet up and knock out what needs to get done. We also have weekly check-ins with our brands. So we'll send emails every week showing them the things we're working on, the results we're bringing, and that right there is exactly why most partners don't want to leave us. So the rhythm matters. How often are you checking in with your brands? You don't have a brand yet? How often are you following up with your brands? That's what rhythm is. And so once you create a system, you will know, okay, day 1, I send the email. No follow-up, day 3, I send it again. No response, follow up again, day 5. No response, I'm picking up the phone, calling day 7. These are a rhythm that you can stick to, and after a while, that's the system. So if you don't have a brand and you stick to a rhythm and you stick to putting in those calls, you will land a brand. Once you land that brand, what goes into growing it? Maybe you have to constantly check up on the brand and their competitors. Create a system and a rhythm, and that way you're not just randomly doing tasks. The moment I stopped acting like a seller and started acting like a CEO, everything changed. I started getting positive responses from brands, and actually I had brands refer me to other partners. This is the thing about business, guys, and it goes further than just Amazon. The longer you stick in an industry and do good work, your name will compound. You will earn more business by providing good results and getting your clients value. You can't scale chaos, but you can scale systems. If you guys are interested in growing your brand on Amazon or finding brands you can partner with and scale, find me on Instagram, DM me the word brand, and let's talk. It's still early, and I promise you, if you're selling on Amazon and not working direct with brands, you're gonna run into some issues. Trust me.